Hi, firstly allow me to introduce myself. My name is Pathman Senatiraja. Watching this video right now, you may still not know who I am, alright, unless the person who gave you the video said a little bit about me. But further along, you will understand who I am and what role I'm going to play on your journey in this business. Now, the person who gave you this DVD basically showed you an opportunity with a company called QNet. And right now, if you came home after that meeting and you played this video, firstly, congratulations. Either you're simply curious and you want to know what's on this video, or you're starting to take a serious look at the opportunity shown to you. Now, I am here representing that person who showed you the business opportunity, either in a coffee shop, either in your living room, or a business presentation meeting. And I'm here to summarize, to simplify, and give you a clear picture of what QNet is about, what the industry of network marketing is about, and why, if ever, you should seriously consider participating in our business. Now, I always start by telling you a little bit about the realities of life, okay? And again, I'm saying this from the bottom of my heart. And if I say anything that provokes you or you disagree with, it's okay, all right? We are allowed to disagree with each other. But this is just my opinions based on my years of experience building an extremely successful business with the industry of network marketing, and especially with this company called QNet. Now, firstly, I think our lives have to be summarized a little bit of why people like you and me even consider looking at options of other business opportunities. Now, most probably watching this video right now, you are either employed basically in a 9-to-5 job, which is nothing wrong with it, but I have strong opinions against it, okay? But it pays the bills, it's put a roof over your head and feeds the family, that's fine. But I don't think that should be the only journey in our lives. I was there one time, 9-to-5, and you may be there. Or the other option is you may own your own business, and you're looking at ways of creating a higher revenue every year of your business journey. Or like me, when I started this journey, you could be a fresh graduate, a student, all right, a beautiful mother looking after kids and looking after your home, all right, or somebody who simply happens to be economically challenged and don't even have a job, but that's okay. Now, firstly, I summarize my life or our journey into two categories, which is time, all right, and money. Now, I think our lives are summarized by these two things, time and money. Because if you look at every aspect of your life, that's ultimately it. You need time and you need money. Now, the question is, where do we stand in this category? Now, I have found out that there's 4 types of people in the world. Simply 4 types of people. And while watching this video, I want you to decide which category you fall into. Let's look at the first category of people. These are the people, all right, with a lot of time, okay, and no money. Okay, there are a lot of people out there like this. All right, people who are either sitting at home, students, all right, people who are in between careers, looking in between jobs, all right, housewives staying at home, or even house husbands today, all right, they have a lot of time in their hand, but they don't exactly have money. Then you have the other category of people who have no time, but a lot of money. Now, these are what I call the highly paid professionals. These are people who drive nice cars from their car to the office, and that's it. All right, they work 7 days a week. They have a lot of money, but they don't have time to spend that money to live the lifestyle they want. And then comes the most popular category in the world, people with no time and no money. Now, this is 95% of the world population. People who work in jobs which require a lot of time and they get paid peanuts. All right? Believe me, this is 95% of the world population. And then comes my favorite category, my dream category, where people who have a lot of time and a lot of money. Now, you may think these are all the retired people. No, the retired people are here. They have a lot of time and no more money. But there's 5% of the world population who live the life we dream about, where they have all the time and all the money. All right, now this is a concept I call a very important word, which I want you to note down, which you will hear a lot during today's presentation, right, called financial freedom. That means they have the money and they have the freedom. Now, the reason why I became a networker and why I joined the industry of network marketing, especially QNet, was because I wanted to be category 4. I wanted to be here. I wanted to be in a stage of my life where I have a lot of time and a lot of money, all right, to live the life I always wanted to live. To live the life we watch on movies, all right, the lifestyles of the rich and famous. People in Monaco on their yachts, people who fly around, people who don't go shopping, but they go buying. There's a big difference. Everyone goes shopping. 5% of the world goes buying. That means they look, they buy, they go back home. We look, don't buy, and we still go back home. All right? So this is the 4 categories. Now, I don't know where you are. If you are in category number 1, you know it better than I do. Category number 2, but I think most of you watching this video right now, like me, all right, many years ago, we belong in category number 3. Right? Now, the purpose why you watch or you went for the meeting and watch the business presentation, either in a coffee shop, home, hotel, or function room somewhere around anywhere, which part of the world you are, is because deep down inside, all of us want to be in category 4. It's okay. You are alone in the living room with me. You can nod your head. It's all right. You want to be in category 4. It's acceptable. Why wouldn't any human being want to be in category 4? All the time, all the money, what I call beautifully financial freedom. Now the challenge is how? This is the million-dollar question. I asked this question, you are asking this question, I think everyone around the world is asking this question. How do I move from this category here? How do I move from this category here? How do I move from here to here? Because this is where everyone wants to be. All the time, all the money, financial freedom. Right? But how do you move? How do you move? Right? Now let's face the fact. Time is directly related to money. That means, I think to enjoy category 4, right, you need to find a way to make money in a short period of time, okay, and this money must be huge. And therefore, you can enjoy spending that money. Now, this formula of making a lot of money in a short period of time is not easily available. When I mean short period of time, I'm not talking 24 hours. I'm talking 3 years, 4 years, 5 years. Because if you look at our lives, we work for 40 years, we work for 50 years, and you still retire broke, and then you die broke. This is the reality. Alright, so I wanted a way to make a lot of money in 3 to 5 years, and then enjoy the rest of my life spending it. Alright, with all the time, all the money. Now I look at options. Alright, I look at options. Now let's face one fact. Alright, employment. Employment will never get you there. I respect employment. I think that it is a way to survive, but not a way to live. Alright, your second option, business. Now business is broken down to traditional, which is all the traditional businesses you know that exist in your town, your city, wherever you are. People who open restaurants, people who open traditional concepts and businesses. But what's the problem? The problem with most traditional businesses require you to have a lot of money before you start. Alright? And to me, this is also not practical, alright, based on the fact that 99% of people around the planet don't have a lot of money lying around under their bed for them to take and invest in a restaurant which could go bankrupt in 3 years. Because the statistics around the world today is sad. Don't tell anyone this. But 86% of all startup businesses around the world go bankrupt within the first 2 years. Now these are the stats out there. And the 14%, right, 80% of them don't last more than 5 years. all right? And that leaves a very few number of successful businesses around the world, all right? So traditional business also requires a lot of money, which you don't have, so you can't start. Now comes what I call, all right, out of the box concepts, all right? Out of the box concepts is what I call the future of business. And I have evaluated all out of the box concepts, all right? Now, let's look at Facebook. There's only one Mark Zuckerberg. There's not going to be 20 Mark Zuckerbergs. You don't hear about 20 Mark Zuckerbergs. You don't hear about hundreds of Steve Jobs. You don't hear about thousands of Bill Gates, all right, or Richard Bransons. Now, these are out of the box people. Mark Zuckerberg started Facebook with nothing and sold it for billions of dollars. Now, that's not going to happen to every Tom, Dick, and Sally everywhere in the world. That's going to happen to 1 in a billion people. All right? So I realized that out of the box concepts or these futuristic one-hit wonders, all right, most of them are one-hit wonders. That means it doesn't happen every day. And then, about 18 years ago, all right, I saw a business concept called network marketing. Now, don't panic. I know you heard about this. I know you have heard from your neighbor, from your doctor, from your gynecologist, from your shrink, from your mother-in-law, from your veterinary doctor, and your local taxi driver, his opinion or her opinion of network marketing. I've been there, I've done that. I have a lot of neighbors with a lot of opinions. Now, I decided to evaluate, analyze, and study this concept of network marketing. All right? Now, this was 18 years ago when I decided to venture into this great industry. Now, today, this industry has crossed a turnover of over $200 billion around the world. All right? And growing. Every year, it's growing exponentially. Now, here's my question. If an industry is having a turnover of $200 billion a year, all right, and growing, I'm not a genius. Sometimes I am, but most of the time I'm not. All right, it must work. Or not, how can it have $200 billion of turnover all over the freaking planet? All right, so it works. So that's the first conclusion I came to. That network marketing, whatever you think of it, whatever I think of it, whatever your grandmother, your mother-in-law, your father-in-law, and your taxi driver thinks of network marketing, it works. Alright? And today, network marketing has become a recognized industry, a recognized concept of entrepreneurship or business ownership, becoming an entrepreneur. Alright? Now remember, employment cannot be rich. Traditional business, too much money, too much risk. Out of the box concepts, one-hit wonders, Facebook, Google, Apple, all right? So, network marketing. But the question is, why? Why, Pathman, did you look into network marketing seriously? Well, let me give you a few points. Firstly, network marketing is a business. But it doesn't require a lot of money, all right, to get started as an entrepreneur, as a business owner. So that immediately attracted me because think of the logic. If I want to do a business, I want my business to be available to millions of people, not 2 people or 3 people, all right? And if I want my business concept to reach millions of people, it cannot be an unaffordable, expensive business model. It has to be an affordable, all right, business model that anyone from any background, nationality, culture, financial standing can participate. Now, what is network marketing? All right?